Lady Mayneth. It is not far off now. A world in which there is no need for fear. The hour draws near. Our will shall soon be done. First, there is the matter of the Monado. Our victory can only be assured if we destroy the Monado before it's too late. I sense your existence. I know you are alive. Zanza, the hour is upon us. Your time has come.
Shulk. Shulk.
Who's calling my name?
Shulk, you have acquired the ability to glimpse the future. The ability to understand the law of causality as decided by a higher power.
A higher power? Like the Bionis?
Why do you desire to change the future? Why do you wish to act against their will?
I do just as anyone would do. It is natural to want to change an unhappy future. If that is their will, then I choose to fight.
If that is what you wish, Shulk, then you must find your Monado.
My Monado?
Precisely. The one true Monado.
You can't do that. Because you aren't here. Not anymore.
Is everyone okay?
Yeah.
That was a close one. I mean, how on Bionis did we survive that? We seem all right.
I don't know. It could be that we were just lucky, but I'm sure there must be more to it than that.
You were protected by the power of Lady Mayneth.
Who's there?
A Machina. Are you... Vanea?
Vanea? Does that mean you're Mikol's daughter?
I am glad you are safe. Lady Mayneth.
Lady Mayneth?
That face was sent to destroy you. I am truly happy you're all right.
You're lying. Gado would never try and hurt us.
Sadly, his Hom's memories no longer remain. The current faces are nothing more than weapons, designed to annihilate all life on Bionis.
It can't be.
Faces are created by directly integrating the brainstem and metabolic organs of Homs into Mechon. Memories and emotion are nothing but a hindrance to an effective weapon. However, the early faces were experimental. Many retained memories from their former lives. This prevented them from executing their missions effectively. More recent faces have had all memories of their previous lives completely erased.
Is that because of me?
No, it is not your fault.
Mumkar seems the more likely candidate. His attachment to us was too strong. You could say it caused his destruction.
That's Zord one and all.
You are correct.
No, it's not true. Oh, my Gado.
Sharla?
Explain it to me. I mean, Why does Egil want to make us into Mechon? What's the reason for all this?
In order to counter the Monado.
I knew it.
The Monado is ineffective against the High Entia, the Homs, against all races of Bionis. Egil suffered a bitter defeat in the battle 1 year ago. After that, he theorized that he could counter the Monado by integrating organic life from Bionis.
Of course. Initially, the Monado couldn't take a Hom's life.
It can now, though.
It could not harm those who share the blood of Zanza. That was its sole weakness. But Zanza lifted that constraint.
Those who share the blood of Zanza? Who is that giant?
The progenitor of the Homs.
Him?
And once the friend of my brother Egil, before they became sworn enemies. It was Zanza who devastated Mechonis.
What?
Wow! Look at that! Are they the Havres?
They're the latest anti-Mechon weapons, designed by Lorothea and the Ministry of Research. What a glorious sight. The coming together of all the peoples of Bionis.
Yes, sir.
This is how it should always have been. Then perhaps Father would not.
Your Highness.
We are fortunate that Dixon informed us of the enemy's new weapon. Our defenses are ready. Today, we start our campaign against Galahad Fortress. Just beyond the fortress lies the imperial capital of Mechonis. This is a battle to determine not just our own fates, but the future of all life on Bionis. We fight for future prosperity and the glory and honor of all. Troops, advance!
Are you saying that Zanza is to blame for Mechonis' devastation? It's Zanza's sword that I'm using. Does this mean we're enemies? And if so, why are you...
Shulk, calm down.
Sorry, I
will take you to the Mechonis capital, Agniratha.
Is that your plan? Lead us straight to the gates of our enemy? Deliver us into Egil's hands?
It will be quicker to show you than to explain. Then you will understand the history of Mechonis, and the battle between the two titans. Up ahead is a lift that leads to the central factory, within the chest of the Mechonis. The capital, Agniratha, lies just beyond there.
And that's what we'll do. Hey everyone, welcome back to Xenoblade Chronicles. In the last episode, we encountered and survived our first meeting with Jadeface, who turned out to be Gado. I know, it's not like it was foreshadowed enough.
Yeah, because it was foreshadowed at the mum car fight, and it was foreshadowed just before we entered Mechonis field.
And I'll say something of Charlotte, but I think I'll save that for a later time. But as I said in last episode, if you have not already done everything that you want to do in Sword Valley and Galahad Fortress, I think you might be a bit late now, because the allied troops are advancing, and so there's not much you can do there. But now with Vinaya by our side, it seems like there's not much we can do than going into the hands of our enemy. But in terms of Gado's appearance, it was such a big thing in Colony 6 when he first met Charlotte. It was nigh impossible for him not to have any occurrence later on. It was pretty much destined to happen because I made such a big deal out of it. But we've now gone from the Bionis to pretty much the heart of the Mechonis. Working with 1, 2, Agniratha.
Agniratha?
Or Central Factory. Whichever. I'm skipping ahead of myself. I apologize. Ignore that. But in reality, the literal stomach from Mechonis, the Central Factory, or where all the Mechon are made.
Including the faces.
But quite a lovely golden sight.
This is the Central Factory within the chest of the Mechonis. Can you see the ring up ahead? At the base of that ring is a transporter that leads to Agniratha. We must first head there. This place is full of autonomous security, Mechon. Tread carefully.
As if the places beforehand were not full of Mechon.
Oh no! Oh no! Now, all of a sudden, the Mechon are starting to appear. Who knew? it's not like a factory makes anything or anything like that. And no, it can't be that cheesy. We have to take a long way around. And, as per usual, we'll be quiet. Let's listen to the soundtrack. It's such a subtle and low booming song that you just can't help but feel like, ooh, a bit wearing for the year in the heart of the Mechon.
It kind of feels like a marching song or like a battle song, like if you're in a war, and I like it personally.
I do too, because not only out fighting at the Mechon in their home base, there's also an outside fight going on in Mechonis in Sword Valley. So,
and seeing Callie's determination just gave me goosebumps.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, and the song as well that played during that cutscene. It's simply called "The Battle Before the Battle of Sword Valley."
The night before the decisive battle.
Yeah, I absolutely love it because it's full of small stings and just has a good pace to it. It really gets you pumped up for war in both in the cutscene and here. If you couldn't tell already, we love this soundtrack. It is outright one of the best aspects of the game, whether it's environments, battle songs, a song moments, or even in its iconic songs. Every aspect of this soundtrack is lovely.
Yeah, because there's relaxing songs, there's songs that get you pumped up.
And we haven't really talked about the soundtrack in far as its detail. A lot of people think that, let's say, for example, if you're talking Nintendo, you think of people like, Koji Kondo. If you want to talk Sega, you think Jun Senoue. If you think Halo, you think Alan McDonald. Or if you want to say third parties, Banjo-Kazooie is done by Grant Kirkhope. And, each one has a name and a face to each of their composers. Xenoblade Chronicles, they went out of their way to get a lot of good composers. Minami Kyoto, which was responsible for a lot of great games like Xenogears. Minami Mitsuda, I think?
Yasunori Mitsuda, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think Yoko Shimura did Colony 9's song.
Tries getting that. Mitsuda has done a lot of work on Xenogears, Xenosaga, and a lot of other classic RPGs like Chrono Trigger. Yoko Shimura has had a hand in many RPGs. Too many to speak of in terms of Final Fantasy, but RPGs, even going on to do some Mario and Luigi work. And not only that, but having homegrown talent like 8+, who are responsible for a lot of the iconic tracks. It is just a coming together of a lot of great composers. So much so that in the re-release of Xenoblade Chronicles on the 3DS, the music by Ace was so iconic, it was actually part of the advertisement. It had Ace Plus doing sort of like a live concert. And if that is not an indicative example of how iconic your music is to a game, that it needs a band to perform at the soundtrack just for an ad, dude, it's pretty iconic.
Mm-hmm.
Like this one, for example. You will know our names, whether it's in Smash Brothers, this game, or even in its sequel. It will always be there.
Except it's unfortunately not an X.
Hey, you never know. I mean, if they ever do a remaster, hint hint, nudge nudge, Switch port please.
Yeah.
Enough of the music, I think it's about time I tell you about this unique monster. Mild Florence is pretty much a fist attack Mechon on steroids. so that it has Ether Flash, which brings a defense Ether down, Dead Slash, which is a single attack that can topple you. It has Skull Crack, which is physical and can daze you, and also Naked Field, which is a piercing attack that circles, and well enough, Hit Back, which is a frontal lock, and it knocks you back, as in like it hits you back. And in case you need to know, its art books that it drops is Worldly Slash, Air Slash, Shield Bullet, and Zero Gravity. It's Kindred, and it relies on its modular party to help chip for damage you while it plays Disrupt with it for its topple and Ether down. But apart from that, it's pretty easy to manage, especially if you have a very agile person in the field like Dunban or Fiora. Unfortunately though, we don't have that, but Ryan, the old knucklehead, can take it, no problem. We haven't really talked about it yet, but every time we go up, the Mechons get funnier names.
Yeah, like we just kill the worst.
The worst. We've seen SA. And we get Worldly Slash. Not an odd we've been using for Dunban a lot, but still though, it's one of my favorites that I don't use. I just like multiple little attacks, and Dunban really fits that for me. Just fine. But hey, this is about Dunban. It's Ryan taking on the Mechon. Like he's always done since Colony 9. He might be a third wheel, but goddamn, he's the stablest third wheel I've ever seen. Especially since in the third wheel, considering how Ghetto's back concerning Charla.
Yeah.
And a little subtle tone that I've seen is that every time Ghetto's been on screen or on Charla talks about him, Ryan's always just seemed troubled. Me like, Charla, are you okay? You can kind of get, it's not subtle about it, but it's not outright saying it. But again, I gotta give props to Ryan's like, yeah, sure, I ain't protecting Shulk anymore, and Charles obviously preoccupied with someone else, but I'll still try. I'm still a third wheel in every sense. We're my best friends. It doesn't make me angry. Not at all. Okay, now I'm angry. Screw you, dude. And this guy brings out travel units, but Ryan, it's gonna swing for the fences, traveling metal fences, then he'll be fine. I do like how, even though they are technically reusing models and reusing concepts, I do like how they're trying to vary it with different enemy names and different stats in a nutshell. From Angry, you get found! I'd like to imagine that's a little bit kick in the teeth, because after Angry has summoned him, or summoned them, you've technically been found by Angry. So that's what's the result. You mess with Angry and you get found.
Or he's angry that he's been found.
Ah, damn it! I was hoping for the snake bar, but now I ain't. Ah, damn it. But apart from a few name changes and a bit of a buffing stats, not really much else to talk about. The main gimmick is still about buffing themselves up and buffing you down.
And Ryan and Fiora on fire, and Cheryl's like, eh.
Bro, come on! It's pretty much like seeing Shogun and Fiora again. Oh, this time, Charlotte's actually doing it at the appropriate time.
That's true.
Whereas before, Shulk was like, yes, we killed Metalface, I could find Fiora. At least Charlotte's not crying about it. She's been put on her ass, yes! I like how Ryan is right next to her in that one. Yeah, I got you, Charlotte. I'll watch your back. Or your front. For doing that, dude, you are officially the worst. But we'll take out to Kevin really quickly, and we shall be right back.
I could really do with a shower right now.
Let's not lose our heads, though.
Charlotte, I think you have bigger priorities than just a shower.
Yeah, Geralt saw me and I didn't look my best.
Oh no! One of my hair's a bit greasy. Maybe that's why he didn't acknowledge me. That's a second Pension X. We better take them to Colony 6. They must be shady to get them. An Angel Engine. X. Because there's one. Everything has got to sound more important with letter X.
Like Xenoblade.
I mean, it wouldn't be as cool if it was just called Xenoblade, would it? Or Xenoblade. Or Genoblade, as much as Square Enix fans would love that.
Dinoblade.
Dinoblade, Renoblade, Xenoblade, in which you don't have a Arenado, you just use your hands. I see no blade, and I hear no blade.
It makes me wonder if, like, X, the sequel to X, is going to be called X2, or maybe, like, Xenoblade Z or something like that.
Xenoblade Y. And I don't want it to be the case, but I would laugh my head off if Xenoblade X2 or that game turned out to be a bad game. I've had people say, Xenoblade, why? Why? What's the point of that? Or probably could be like Western-esque, it could be Xenoblade Double X.
That might give people the wrong impression.
Oh,
like,
yes.
Oh, it's a double X game. Ooh.
Xenoblade Double X. And then the next game would be Xenoblade Triple X. For the X's would be in red. Just to add that little bit extra awareness, being like, oh no. You could say, people would look at it and say, oh my god, that game's a bit beastly, wouldn't you say?
And stores would mistakenly put it away because they think it's a lewd game, when in reality it's not.
Oh, see? Oh, see, in the gaming climate? Probably.
And when they put it up away from other people, the game is gonna hike in price and it's gonna become one of the most valuable games in the world.
Yep,
it's like, I can't find that game because stores hide it because they think it's a triple X lewd game.
Conker's Bad Fur Day in the modern day.
Good thing I'm here. No? Anyone?
Ryan, I understand, but now's not the time. I know I'm for real, guys, but I'll still exist. Ryan's living a pitiful experience right now. It's like, oh man, my best friend doesn't need me. This woman I like doesn't need me, and I'm sort of a replacement for the guy she likes. Oh no. Early on in the game, it was kind of joked about, but now that it's actually, you know, Agado's here, and since Ryan's looking after Charlotte, he literally is right now a Gado replacement. As Ryan is set to confuse. I don't know who to attack, I don't know who I am, I don't know what to do. Do I protect? Do I protect or do I attack?
Yeah, that just makes me think, I'm really glad that the confused debuff doesn't make you attack your allies, because how inconvenient would that be?
What if you activated a chain attack and you would just chain attack your own team? Yeah. That would be absolutely ridiculous. Or to be fair, as we saw in the unique fight in Sword Valley, chain attack, I mean Jack. Even if I activate, you can still be put on your backside. I like how Fiora's coming on between me and Charlotte, just like, no, I'm being in the back. I need to sob slightly. You guys suck. I'll be right back. That didn't take long. It's silver chests abound. All the things in which we can get, and new equipment as well. Hopefully we'll have some more enjoyable equipment for Fiora and everyone else. And is it me, or is it just weird they have ether deposits up here when all the ether would be downstairs and already be used for Mechon production? Or I could just be overthinking it, or I just could not understand Mechon development, I guess, you know, because there's clearly an expert for that, and I don't mean just Egil.
Yeah, I'm surprised there's not like a heart of Shulk saying, oh, this is amazing, this is incredible, I need to study all this.
Sorry, I think you mean a term is that incredible? Ah. That's incredible. Seriously, it's Xenoblade 2 and a Shulk DLC. Look that cutscene up, please, in which Elmer, Shulk, spoiler alert, Cosmos, Rex, and everyone else is together. And Shulk simply says, that's incredible.
I have the picture saved, I could probably just put it up.
Yep, show it. Whoever was on web, I think it was either localization or fact checking was obviously off that day. Suck on Ryan time, according to him. And in fact, I don't think I would, Ryan, thanks. I ain't sucking on anything, especially concerning you. Mechon sucks like he's dead.
Let's not lose our heads, though.
That
I feel like we're getting lucky with the enemy drops and the collectibles.
Don't say that, because we're gonna get a drawback at some point in our lives.
I mean, because we have 2 Angel X engines already.
It's gonna come back to haunt us. Don't tempt fate. I'm just gonna get off that. And can I say, as we're going along, I just love these bridges. Look at them. What is the point? What's the point of these pincers? Who are currently out of sync except for the last one. Yeah, we're grabbing the evil particles at the end. It's either that, or did they just make Mumcar out of these things?
Yeah, because I was just thinking, oh, Mumcar was inspired by these.
We don't know what to do with all these pincers. I don't know, just slap them on a Mechon or something. That'd be fine. That'd be efficient. This should be all good. No wonder why. I don't wonder why he died so easily. He was made of old Mechonis parts. Then seems like we have our objective. And we're going into the factory. Do you want to keep on going?
No, I think I'm good.
Are you sure? No, sorry. Vision says no.
That's the 2 pieces of black styrene we needed to find. These will help get the rebuilding moving along back in Colony 6. We should get them back. It's all about Colony 6.
Yep. Even when it's here. But you know who I didn't see in that Soul Valley cutscene? I didn't see Juju rocking her up in the house going, yeah, Colony, go! No, because what happened is that little brat would fall out of the Havris and then die.
He'd be grabbed by a face, and oh no, we have another face Mechon to fight, and it's Juju.
Face Juju. You'd be a little midget nubbin. His main attack would be going. It'll like confuse you or paralyze you for going, oh please Juju, just shut up. It disrupts you. That's all I can say. I probably shouldn't say this while Charlotte's here. Sorry, Charlotte. I just don't like the kid. All right.
And Central Factory doesn't have a day or nighttime song.
Nope. But we do, and it's nighttime now, so we should probably get some rest.
Daytime.
Daytime. Fine. We're awake now. Ha And energize as everyone does their morning stretches. See? That's right, noses. What's up?
Leg day.
Yeah, leg day. And of course, as he just said, yes, the classic battle cry of Alley-oop! Words to live by, Ryan. Inspiring words. We'll see you next time on Xenoblade Chronicles as we begin our full infiltration of Central Factory. Can't wait to rid of Bass and Mechon. And see you guys next time.